Welcome to our exploration of George Orwell's Burmese Days, a gripping tale set in the heart of 1920s colonial Burma. We'll dive into a world where personal struggles mirror the complexities of an empire, and where each character's journey reveals deeper truths about integrity, love, and resistance against injustice. Join us as we unravel the story of John Flory, a man caught in a web of colonial intrigue, torn between his ideals and the harsh realities of the time. This isn't just a narrative, it's a powerful reflection on history and human nature that still resonates today. Get ready for a journey through a novel that challenges, enlightens, and captivates. Before we immerse ourselves in Burmese Days, let's briefly touch upon its author, George Orwell. Born Eric Arthur Blair in 1903, Orwell's formative years in British India and his service in the Indian Imperial Police in Burma profoundly influenced his worldview. A staunch critic of totalitarianism and social injustice, Orwell's experiences under colonial rule fueled his writing. His works, including Animal Farm and 1984, are celebrated for their incisive commentary on political and societal issues, making him one of the most influential authors of the 20th century. Burmese Days, set in the 1920s, reflects Orwell's critical perspective on the British Empire. Through the story of John Flory, a timber merchant in colonial Burma, Orwell explores the themes of imperialism, racial prejudice, and the moral dilemmas faced by individuals in a colonial society. This novel, born from Orwell's personal experiences, offers a stark and unflinching look at the complexities and contradictions of life under British rule. It serves as a poignant critique of the times, highlighting the impact of colonialism on both the colonizer and the colonized. Now let us begin our journey through the book, a tale woven in the fabric of the British Raj in 1920s Burma. In the heart of this colonial setting lies Kyauktada, a town where the British Club stands as a symbol of imperial rule and a hub of societal intrigues. Here we find John Flory, a timber merchant marked not only by a distinct birthmark, but also by a deep sense of alienation. Amidst the oppressive heat and the moral complexities of colonial life, Flory's friendship with Dr. Veeraswamy, an Indian physician, becomes a beacon of hope in an otherwise bleak world. Veeraswamy's optimistic view of the British Empire contrasts sharply with the rampant racial prejudices he faces, particularly his desire to join the exclusively British Club. The arrival of Elizabeth Lacastine, a young Englishwoman, brings a new dynamic to Flory's life. Elizabeth, sent to Burma to escape a scandal back home, finds herself in the midst of Kyauktada's colonial society, grappling with its conventions and her own place within it. Flory sees in Elizabeth a chance for companionship and a link to the England he has long been detached from. As their relationship develops, Flory's internal struggles intensify. He is torn between his affection for Elizabeth, who embodies the societal norms he detests, and his friendship with Dr. Veeraswamy, which stands in stark opposition to the racist attitudes of his fellow Europeans. The plot thickens with the introduction of U Po Kyin, a corrupt Burmese magistrate. His machinations and unscrupulous quest for power threaten to destroy the lives of those around him, including Dr. Veeraswamy. U Po Kyin's schemes are emblematic of the moral decay pervasive in the colonial system, where personal ambitions and systemic corruption intertwine. As the political intrigue escalates, Flory finds himself caught in a web of deception, his loyalty to his friend and his own moral compass put to the test. His struggle is emblematic of the broader ethical dilemmas faced by individuals within the oppressive colonial framework.
In the stifling heat of the Burmese days, The air seems thick with the dust of the empire, laden with the scent of teak wood and the whispers of a languishing society. Orwell writes, "The sun glared down dispassionately from a sky without a cloud, as though it were shining upon a vast lifeless plain. Here in Kyauktada, the languor of the afternoons is palpable, the silence broken only by the distant calls of street vendors and the monotonous beat of the ceiling fans in the British Club."
The narrative reaches its dramatic zenith as John Flory is faced with a harrowing choice: the pursuit of his love for Elizabeth Lackestein or steadfast adherence to his moral principles. This agonizing decision unfolds against a backdrop of escalating political and social tensions in Kyauktada. Flory, torn between his deep affection for Elizabeth and his commitment to justice and equality, ultimately makes a choice that mirrors the tragic complexities of the human heart under colonial rule.
Flory's inner turmoil is captured in Orwell's words. He walked alone, his head sunk, and a bitter taste of loneliness and failure in his mouth. The jungle around him seemed a fitting metaphor for his entangled emotions, where shadows played tricks and every path led to uncertainty. In these moments, Flory's internal conflicts are as tangible as the oppressive Burmese heat wrapping around him like a suffocating cloak.
Tragically, Flory's decision leads to a series of heart-rending events. His actions, influenced by love and societal pressures, culminate in a final desperate act that seals his fate. The repercussions of his choice have profound effects on those around him. Elizabeth, caught in the turmoil of Flory's world, finds her views and future altered by the unfolding events, leading her to question her own beliefs and place within the colonial society. Dr. Veeraswamy, Flory's loyal friend, faces the brunt of the corrupt political machinations, which jeopardize his position and standing, highlighting the harsh realities of racial prejudice in the colonial system. This climax underscores the devastating personal and societal costs of living within a colonial framework that deeply entrenches racial prejudices and moral compromises. In the end, Burmese Days closes not with triumph, but with a somber reflection on the nature of integrity, love, and the human condition. Orwell's narrative poignantly illustrates how the shadows of an empire stretch far beyond political boundaries, profoundly influencing the lives and destinies of individuals caught in its wake. The novel leaves us with a haunting reminder of the indelible impact of colonialism on both personal lives and broader societal structures. Thank you for joining us in this exploration of George Orwell's Burmese Days. As we continue to uncover the timeless tales and profound messages in classic literature, your support is invaluable. If you enjoyed this journey and are eager to explore more literary gems, please consider supporting our channel. Give us a like, hit subscribe, and share this video with fellow book enthusiasts. For those who wish to dive deeper, purchasing the book or audiobook through our affiliate links in the description below helps us greatly, as we receive a small commission that aids in creating more content like this. Your engagement and contributions are what make our literary adventures possible. Thank you for being a vital part of our community of classic literature lovers.